Hello everyone and welcome to this Adobe Illustrator video where today I'm going to be teaching you about the curvature tool. So the curvature tool is present on the left side of our toolbar over here. The curvature tool is present on the left side of our toolbar over here. As you can see that the curvature tool shortcut is shift plus this wavy sign which says create and edit curved and straight edge line. Create and edit curved and straight lines easily. Okay. So I'll select it now. In the previous class, we learned about in the previous lesson we learned about the pen tool. Now I'm going to show you how vast the curvature tool is by trying to draw a circle with our pen tool. So first this point, say this much, and then I join it over here. So this is what my circle looks like in our artboard with the pen tool. Now let's compare it by using the curvature tool to draw a circle. Okay, so first this point, then this point, and as you can see it automatically creates a circle for us, and this circle compared to the circle provided to us by the pen tool is way more perfect, as you can see. Okay, let's delete that. So now what I'll do is teach you how to use the curvature tool. First things first, when you use the curvature tool and you want to draw 2 points, you see that it automatically creates a curve for you. Alright, if you do not want to do that and want to keep a straight line, while using the curvature tool you have to hold down the Alt key on our keyboard. So now I'll select a dot over here, then hold the Alt key on our keyboard. Now you can see that the sign or cursor changed to a straight line. Now you can see that I have this. All right, after that, if I take the curvature tool and then go to the path over here, you can see it gives me a plus sign, which means I'm ready to curve my edges. Now as you can see, I can curve them like this and create a circle easily. All right, so that is how you use the curvature tool. And you can also use the points over here in order to make your circle more nice or round. All right, basically to edit the shape of our curvature tool circle. Okay, now let's go ahead to the next part of our lesson. All right, now say I want to use the curvature tool to copy this emoji, as you can see over here. So what I'll do first is basically make this whole thing into pixel perfect. Okay, now after I'm done with that, what I'll do is basically take the curvature tool, right, and then I'm gonna put points by pressing Alt this time, and there you go. Let's do it again. Okay, now that I'm done doing that part, let me change the color fill to nothing. Or I can just do that. Yes, there you go. And after that, let me just use the selection tool to reduce the opacity of the picture in the back. That way it will be easier for us to see it. Okay, select this and then use the curvature tool to change the path. Now we have our circle perfectly. Now let's use this part over here to create some lines. Okay, select this part, then press Alt, select let me do it again. So this press and hold Alt. Okay, now let's use the selection tool to make this part, and the direct selection tool to move this anchor a bit down. Okay. There you go. Now I'm going to use the curvature tool to okay. Now that I'm done with this part, I'm going to have to create a stroke for it. So let's create a black stroke and increase it. So after this, what I'll do is basically I'm try to make this smile over here. So I'll just use the lines, select this photo. I'll fill a stroke in here so it's easier for us to see. Okay, now let's create some points over here, hold Alt. Now I'll use the direct selection tool to fix my path. There you go. Double click on this anchor, pull it down. Now after that, I'll use the part over here to create the smile. More or less it's okay. Now let's use the selection tool and then now what I'll do is basically take my path over here and then move it right there. Now you can see that the smile is perfect. Let me just add a bit more curve to it because it looks like a pointed area. There you go. Now that I'm done with that, let's go and make the lines over here. Just let me put this on correctly. There you go. For making the lines, I'll just use this. There you go. So after that, let me just use the selection tool to drag this part out. For that, I'll press Alt and copy it. Okay. Now I'll use the pen tool to create his teeth. So now use the selection tool to put it down. There you go. Let me just copy this to this part. Okay, let me increase the stroke for this one. Now I'll select the smile part. Also select the path over here and put it at 0 for no stroke. And then let's say that this time I want the fill to be yellow, or I can just take the color over here what would I do? Let me just delete this. Ah, no, not that. Let me move this to the side because it's creating problems. Alright, so now let's use the selection tool. Let's just group it together. Let's move these two up there, and let's fill this part with yellow. There you go. And now let's select these both and put them back in here. Now you can see that I have created an emoji using our pen tool over here, okay? Our curvature tool and the pen tool. So that is all for this video. Thank you for watching it, and I hope you understand how to use the curvature tool. So I'll see you in the next video.